We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. But he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Set the valve. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about us.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. The 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at him.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there Escobar taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. As they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Well, it stays up. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And, by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Leopard! Leopard!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pryor has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Timmy Jernigan with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes now on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught by McCaffrey for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Mayfield now on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now Landry. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Here we go.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 98 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Njoku. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Mayfield looks to throw. Pryor has it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Left, 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 left. Throw.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Dustin Colquitt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First down, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So that gets him a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the second quarter. But since we're in the 4th, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back, but that may not matter now.
Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ace! Ace! Left! Left! Z!
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.